Hello, I'm Liz Alexander. Welcome to Take 10 to Win, where we utilize the power of 10 to empower the life God created you to live. This month, we are discussing how to win at parenting. And this week's topic of discussion is discipline. Discipline means having order, structure, and a proper way of behaving or completing tasks. As parents, it is our responsibility to teach our children order, to give them structure, and to equip them with proper behavior so that they know how to live in society. The word disciple means disciplined one. As parents, we must keep in mind that our goal is to raise children who will be useful in God's plan. In order to teach discipline, we must, number one, prioritize obedience. It is important that your children know how to obey you. If they learn to obey you well, they will be more likely to obey God. If you do not prioritize obedience with the authority that they can see, which is you, they will not prioritize obedience with invisible authority, which is God. Obedience keeps them safe. Disobedience exposes them to danger. Obedient parents usually have obedient children. If your children are disobedient, you may need to check your obedience level to God. Parents who obey God have authority and are anointed to teach obedience to their children. Parents who do not prioritize obedience to God must often use a lot of force and yelling to get their children to comply with their request. Something to think about. Number two, prioritize honesty. Never, ever, ever allow your children to lie without a consequence. Lying is a big deal. Dishonesty is a big deal. Stealing is a big deal. If unchecked, these things will lead to bigger issues as they mature. The Bible tells us that Satan is the father of lies. Make sure that your children understand the importance of telling the truth. Explain to them how lying discredits their word and their character. And explain to them how truth establishes their character and gains them respect. If your child does tell a lie, don't overreact. Pray and ask God how you should handle it. Teach them the consequences of lying and show them the benefits of telling the truth. And then let them know that you are counting on them to make the right choice. Number three, prioritize good work ethic. Teach your children how to do their chores and other responsibilities with integrity. Don't allow them to be lazy. Don't allow them to half do what they are assigned to do, what they are supposed to do. If they don't do it right the first time, they get to do it again. Don't clean up after them. Let them clean up the mess that they make. Of course, you can and should help them, depending on age and depending on the situation, but make them accountable for their own actions. The earlier you begin to teach this lesson, the better. Waiting until they are 10 or 11 to start is sure to be a challenge. I recommend that as soon as they can walk, start to include them in helping to clear away toys and to help around the house. You will find that most children love to do things with their parents. Make cleaning fun. Have a race to see who can clean up the fastest. Number 4, prioritize love for God. Your private prayers for your children are important, but it is also important that you bring God out into the open in your home. Make him a well-known family member. Although they cannot see him, they will acknowledge him if you make him a priority in the home. Teach them how to speak to him. Teach them how to pray. Teach them how to cultivate friendship with him. Speak well of him in front of them. Tell them how good and how faithful he has been to you. They will want to know him and they will accept him as their friend too. Number 5, model discipline for your children. Children are influenced and shaped by what they see you do. Sure, they hear what you say, but your actions speak louder than your words. Expecting them to do what you won't do is unfair, and it breeds anger, loss of respect, and it weakens their chances of having a strong faith in God. Parents are commanded not to provoke their children to wrath because it discourages them. That's found in Ephesians chapter 6, verse 4. So model good, godly behavior before your children. Let them see you live with integrity. Let them see you keep your word. Continuously work on yourself and be the best that you can be, because you are the greatest influence in their life. Let's take 10. Take 10 minutes every day to encourage and enforce a discipline with your children. Be sure to make time for fun, but don't neglect teaching them discipline. Require these things of them. Number 1, that they make their beds in the morning. Number 2, that they clear their place setting after they eat a meal. Number 3, give them chores. Number 4, make them accountable to complete their tasks and their responsibilities. Disciplined habits will serve them for the rest of their lives. So you are doing them a great favor when you teach them to be disciplined. Disciplined habits will serve them for the rest of their lives. And more importantly, you will raise a child who is a disciple and easily usable in the hands of God. And I know we all want that for our children. Thank you for watching today. If this message has been a blessing to you, I encourage you to share it with someone. And remember to join me every Tuesday for new ways to win with the power of 10.